record the one now. Okay, any company which you know, which under stationery. Oh, guys, you don't know any company over which company. Let me use this one, which is on my pen, called Montex. I think this is not in Uganda. Okay, Big Fair. Okay, sorry, I have not seen. Sorry, let me use Big Fair. Yeah. And another thing, Big Fair cannot be a brand, right? And Big Fair can be a vendor. Yes. We just Big Fair. Unless otherwise, someone can advise me because I don't know much. So color, red. This is in the pieces, and I add. Let me first refresh my system. Box, Big Fair, red, color red. Cool. After you add, so we added successfully. So this is going to come below as you see. I go if this company is going to give us laptops. I come and put the brand, which brand? Lenovo, color black. We get it in pieces and we add. So these are our items. I told you the test was easy. You had to put 15, and after you make what? The procurement plan. The procurement plan, let me go back. Who has requested it? Remember, these people who come here, you already configured in your system. Company details. So they come to users. You have a manager and a procurer. So you can add other people, other loads. So now I have to. Okay, guys, this one is a procurer. You can add the names. So a company can have many procurers, right? And they have different contacts. So it's you to configure this. You can be e-procurement. This is I got lost. I'm back. Uh, there is something which I wanted to show you, but I forgot. There is a conference which is running in 2 countries, and my colleague is running them. One is going to be in USA, another one is going to be in Dubai. So all attendees have to pay. All attendees have to pay 5,000 US dollars minus hotel fee. So you come and it's going to run for 3 days. What are they learning? They are learning e-procurement, this system. So what I'm showing is that once you fail to have these skills and you get out, it is too expensive for you. It will be too expensive for you. So the content which we deliver, I'm not the one who designed this content. This content designed by, if you go to our academy and you look for our code, someone who's in procurement is called Lawrence and transport and logistics. So the one who handles this content, who verify this content before procure to you, before given to you. So make sure you put in a lot of effort, at least to understand this. If you are a procurement student, make sure you understand how the system flows, because one you can advise what to change and what to add. Hope you are getting what to add. You can tell how to customize, because the system can be customized. So that's why you're dealing with a lot of systems, because this is what currently companies are using, and people are paying a lot of money to learn such skills. Take a scenario, if you're a graduate and you don't know how to manipulate this, what? Take a scenario, if you go and you don't know how to deal with a procurement system, which is not accessible by anyone. That's why you saw to upgrade the system, it is too expensive. That's what I told you, that before you expire date, make sure you take screenshot, because these screenshots you are going to use them for what? In your report. If you cannot do it by on Mondays when you come, I'm going to show you how to take screenshots, or I'm going to help you to take screenshots. Hope you are getting all this information has to go into your report. So I'm done with that. So let us create a procurement plan. A procurement plan. Who has requested it? Mine. This has requested date. Let me add items. This one has one lemon for, and this one has a pick fare and a submit. This is added successfully. One procurement. Right. So Rashida, you are saying things are working out. So you have to check out yourself. So you can add all procurement plan as you want. Right. So my approvals, we have this one. Make a request, means cut is summary. If you come here, you can see all what? Everything. Now, let us add a quotation. Today we are going to talk about, we are going to see how to add a quotation. Now, to add a quotation, you first make a requisition. Purchase requisition. What is a purchase requisition? Let us come to here, and we understand what is a purchase requisition. A purchase requisition is an internal document used by an employee to purchase goods or services on behalf of their firm. Are we together? So a purchase requisition is an internal document used by an employee to purchase goods or services for the firm. So before the invention of soft systems, currently in Uganda, you may find that many procurement or many firms in Uganda, they are only using Excel. So if they're using Excel, let me show you the. Sorry. Okay, hope you are seeing this. Now, this is a purchase requisition designed by from University of New York, called the Research Foundation. Now, Uh, um, let me download it. Let me download it in Excel and send it to you. Download. Excel. Yeah. Okay. A purchase requisition, it has a supplier part. A purchase requisition has a supplier part. A supplier part we can have a supplier part we can have big fair. Yeah. Address. Anyway, you can add your address, you can add the zip code, and the what? This. Now, shipping department. So this is a template, how a requisition form can look like. So these companies, they use this, but to make things faster or to beautify things, these days companies are only save or change for my can be restored. Okay. Okay, mm, I think my Excel has a problem, but I'm going to say, so these are things which you are going to write down. So, these are things you are going to write down. You're going to write down to know what a purchase requisition, how it can look like, which things can I expect to be into. So once you jump on a company which doesn't have money and it cannot afford, you can advise them to use to buy. I know currently you can advise because you have interacted with the system, or you have to know, you have to inform information about how a requisition form. Even you can be an interview and someone can ask you this question. Can I ask you a question? Can you tell me like 5 features which can be in a requisition form? So I'm going to share this to you such that you make sure you write it down and you know every step in the WhatsApp. Hope you are getting me right. Okay. Let me go back to our work. Now, requisition. This is in the ID. Now, I'm writing a quotation. Another thing. Make sure these are things which make sure business system, the more you interact, the more you get to understand it, how it works. Now, make sure you have a book. Before, there's a book which you are noting, and there's a book which notebook which you have to note all these things. Now, you have to go. You have to go to Google Sheets. Google Sheets, and you write. You have to in Google Sheet, and you write, how in Google Sheets, and you have to write how a quotation can look like. You can start with the quotation ID like this. This is very, very, very simple. You don't need to. This is Google Sheets, right? Now, I told you before transferring your work to a design, you have to first design your work in Google Sheets. A quotation. Now, this is a quotation ID. That's the first phase. Now, I'm see very well how I'm arranging my work. A quotation ID. Quotation date. I have to know the quotation date, and the quotation date has to be, I write it here. This is how a quotation date, day third. The vendor. I don't know if I added a vendor. Did you see me adding a vendor, or I made a mistake? You guys, okay, let me add a vendor. This guy called the Big Fair, supplying us with box. That's the email address for Big Fair. This quotation goes to this quotation goes to this quotation goes direct to a vendor. I put www.quickfire.com. I think, guys, I did not save. I don't know how I made a mistake. Let me put that and I submit. It is a field which I have not added. That's Uganda. The country Uganda. Where are you? Okay, you are here, and I submit. So I'm added this vendor. Okay, how comes you did not add the first part of the quotation? That is purchase requisition. How comes you did not add the first part of the quotation? That is the purchase requisition. I'm not getting your question. Can you? How comes you did not? I added the vendor, I think, last time, but I did not refresh. Yeah, if it not refresh, I did not refresh the system, so it did not save. Are we together?
No,
Now,
no.
purchase requisition. Purchase requisition. These are forms which you design out and you put into, and you put them into, and you put them here. Or vendors. As I told you before forgetting, plans. I have two plans. I was on purchase requisition. These are forms which you design and you upload. You just import. So they're in numbers. They're in numbers. So that's what I showed you how the purchase requisition has to look like. Oh. So one has laptop one and box one. So I'm going to come here and I put ID for the quotation ID. I told you this has to be designed using from what, and I'm going to clear and put the date, and I come and I put I add a vendor. A vendor is Quickfire. Let me add some items here. Product box, unit price 200,000, quantity 1. Sub total will be that. It depends on the quantity. The unit one is 20,000, 2,000 books, 2,000. We need 70 books, so they will multiply, and I get it. We come to this total tax. If there is a percentage which they charge, if they charge you 2% excise duty, the system will calculate for you the total. Now the shipment charges 40,000. and after you click down, so they will charge you. This is everything. Now this is the amount which you expect, but all taxes and everything, it is added on to the final consumer. So I expect the quotation, this person will pay that amount. That is, the quotation is what? My quotation indeed. So this is the quotation which I've added. So this is the quotation. I can send him a quotation, or I can create a purchase order. Invoice has been created after you complete the purchase order. So place to create a purchase order. So I can create a purchase order the same way. The purchase order, I'm going to use the same what? We want the box, the ID, everything here. You don't change anything. It captures from my recent what? So the purchase order, this, who is going to approve? Intelligent items is the one going to approve. This is the company. The company. If you have discussed with the manager, you take this and you submit. There's an entry which is not submitted. Sorry. The order date, order ID. So order ID has to be now another thing. You have to know all the fields which you have to know all the fields. I expect you to be giving this thing more time. I expect you to be, when we talk about a purchase order, you know fields which you have to fill in, and you have to be on your fingerprints. So when I go to my, this was a quotation. I can add all features which you saw in the quotation. Date, quotation date, all things which have to be. So the next thing you have to add, the next thing you have here, you make another Google Sheet, which is purchase order. So a purchase order, I add all what? Starting from the ID and add all stuff here. ID, we are tracking what? We are tracking the order ID. We are tracking order ID, order date. We come here back and you see, we are tracking the vendor. You come here and write the vendor. So this is done every day. This is done every day. We are tracking order. We are tracking items, tax, and another thing. Make sure this thing of taxes in Uganda, it is very crucial. Tax. Do you have someone who's going to give discount? Unit price, quantity. Let me use this icon. Quantity, unit price. So these are only things which you are going to write. So the system will work on all. You can write the subtotal. Yes, subtotal. You add this. You add subtotal. You add this. You add your tax plus the unit price. Subtotal. So if you have this Excel sheet, this is the ID, order date, #21 vendor pick fair. tax, we expect we want 70. Unit price 2,000. Subtotal, to get this, you have to multiply. You have to you have to you have to add this. Let me tell you. If they are charging you 2% on the fee, the unit price, the tax they charge on this. So you're going to set 2%, 2% of 2 divided by 100 times 2,000. You get what? Anyone is a good mathematician? 2 divided by 100, that's 0 point times 2,000. So that is 40 shillings. So each book, they are going to charge you 40 shillings. Now, 40 shillings, so you're going to have a total sum of this, okay, this you can put 40, okay, which is 2% of the subtotal. You add 40 plus this 40. We add which another thing which we added last time. Anyone can remind me? We added the tax or shipment fee. Okay, shipment fee. And here you put a subtotal. Shipment fee. 20,000. So the math is here. You are going to multiply this times this plus the shipment fee. That's the total you get here, which was 8500. So these are things which you do, and you calculate everything starting from going down, and you come and transfer all your work here in the system. After you submit, automatically the purchase order is added. So let me go to invoice. My invoice says, do I have an invoice? Yes, I have an invoice. This is already calculated. Looks like this. This is for the books which I need from Pickfair. So I hope this is understood. We got payment notices. Payment notices. You track the ID for the purchase order. You track the vendor. You track the date, amount to be paid. This is there. You are not seeing a client. You are not seeing this to pay. Payment. So you can add your description and you press submit. That's how they do it. Payment notices. Other issues. You have to track the order ID. You have to track the order ID. Item missed, order issues, damaged. If it is damaged, so you can write here the description you describe and submit. That the data is added. So this is how you interact with the system, all things which you. So any question about the system, anything which I have not answered?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, excuse.
I was just asking,
Okay.
the system, we use it to give orders to suppliers. So
automatically.
is it possible to use, yes, is it possible to use it like for a customer to return maybe a damaged product to the supplier?
To do what? For a
Is it
customer.
possible for a customer to use, yeah, to use a system to return a damaged product to the supplier?
Actually, that is the way of that is because let me give example. If you supply pig fare to a schools, you are junior, these people they don't know pig fare, they know you, right? It's you to notify it's you to notify any other issue which you have. Are you getting me? Another thing, it's you to verify.
Yes, sir.
It's you to verify because you are the one in the warehouse, everything comes to you. Another thing, there are some complaints which you might find, like in Jumia, someone might order a phone which is fake. So there is what's called a return policy, or a return policy or refund policy. So those of you who have even interacted with the online system, you will see that when you order something, they give assurance your customer. They put a return policy. That me to feel comfortable that if I put in my money, these people they will refund me back if the thing has not worked. So sometimes, like for example, if you order from eBay, from Amazon, sometimes it might take long. And another thing, this way, the way this current way, like eBay. If you go to eBay, let us go to that page and you see. There's something which I want to show you. This is a platform for eBay. Now, no product which is here, which is coming from the company from eBay. Now, eBay, it is just working with manufacturers. So they just connect me. If I need this watch, I'm going to come. Let me say if I need a MacBook Pro, I'm going to type in and I search. So these people they give you a platform. Yes. Now, if you need this is pre-owned by someone. For me, if I have a laptop which I want to put, I'm going to put everything I've put in the details. So eBay is going to post it here. So if I get any complaint, I don't go to I don't know the person, the company which they dealt with. So you are the one to deal with that company as you. So because you have to keep you have to be authentic to your people. So I expect you to be having. I need. I think we are going to shift. We are going to shift our online test. Where I don't. Okay. What you are going to do? We are going to shift our online test to Tuesday next week. Yeah, that's going to involve e-procurement, some things, e-procurement, some. So the my colleague organizes these tests such that you take them to track the level you have reached on. So they are going to, by Tuesday next week or within this weekend, I expect you to be doing this. Get on this system and at least here add at least 15 items like this. Add 15 items. Add 15 items and you have them. So think of any company and their information. and you start fitting in here, like this. No, don't do like mine, but you are going to fill in your work. So after you add, so I expect you to have something like this. I will see this on Monday. Yeah, I see this on Monday. So organize your work like this. I see how perfect you have done. I expect you to design for me to design. Let me go to where I write. Where is my, as it go to list? Okay, you are here. Okay, let me put it down here. Task which you need to do. We are going tool which are going to use called Google Sheets. I expect you to design for me. Design a quotation. A quotation, procurement plan, purchase order, procurement plan. Purchase order. Yeah. Do only these two. Do only these two. Three. Sorry. 1, 2, 2, and 3. So submit here. Submit on. Sorry, Brian. Parapet.com in a PDF format. PDF format. So this is very simple. You come to this very simple. Someone who is using a computer, you're going to come to this file, download, and press PDF and download. Someone who is using a laptop, phone, you're going to go to the three icons here on the corner, share, export. You press share as PDF. You check PDF, it's going to come as PDF. It's going to take you to the email. You choose email where you are going to share, not WhatsApp, email. And after I put in my email, and it is done. So all these forms, you need to have them. All these forms, you need to have them. Screenshot everything, all the work which you have learned, everything so far. By Monday, I expect everyone to come with a logbook for signing. I need those who don't have logbooks, print them out. Print out the photocopy and come with a logbook on Monday, such that we start signing. For those who I don't know, do you have anyone here who does completed online? Are we supposed to submit free PDFs or? Yeah, you are going to submit only free PDFs, and you rename them. Yes, only free PDFs. I was telling you that on Monday we are going to do more other things in practical. What we are going to learn, more things in practical. We are going to take some screenshots. you put this work in. I want you not the internship gets done because time where we are reaching, time is going, and soon, like 1 week from now, your lecturer is going to be ready to come and start. So you're going to start getting in touch with your lecturers. Hope I'm clear. So I expect you to be organized on the word go. So you bring your logbox, we sign them by Monday and proceed to other things. So if you have any question, at least the immediate response, because you have a trained peer learning, you have to learn from your friends. Post that in a WhatsApp group, your friends are here to help you, right? If you're not on the same page, post, they will help you. Okay. Write down your names here as you are doing. Don't leave minus writing here your name because it is tracked for your daily attendance. So any question? Any questions so far? Okay, if you have any question, you can leave at leisure.